What the juck is up, everybody? Jander here, back at it with another video. Continuing off this little mini series, it's time to showcase stage 4. This is a Ctene Mule that's acquired a Twilight Mark and a Slime Ring, and if it's even luckier, maybe even also a Daybreak. But it's usually just the Slime Ring and a Twilight Mark. And for this instance, the Shade does have a Raw 3. It also has a Weapon Jump 3 as well. But it's that 10% boss you get from this 2 set that does give a significant boost to the character. So what are we playing with? Well, the Shade is 92 mil CP. It is a little inflated by having a black heart, but if you want to have a quick overview of its stats, Raw 3, it also has a Weapon Jump 3. But everything is fake 3 line or higher. The emblem is still 2 line, and it's also sporting the 18-star arcane weapon. Like, there is merit where you don't need to get the arcane weapon to this high, but it's going to be using this gear for the next 2 months. 2 months? Look down here, we can see how long it's going to take. Yeah, it's about 7 weeks to go till I liberate this. Recording this on May 19th, and it's about 7 weeks away. Ish, can I get that? I am counting correctly, and you can see just how big of an upgrade going to a Genie weapon is. By it's a crazy increase. But we're here to see how long clearing Ctene is at this stage, because you're going to be at this stage 4 for quite a bit. It's like this is the rest of the liberation process. The faster you get to this stage, the easier the next 2 months of playing this character will be. So it is temporary, and it's like up to you how much of you want to like work on temporary gear. Like I could easily take this arcane weapon to like a fake 3 line just for like a little bit more repair. Like if I had a 30 boss line here, it would be pretty good, but it's also at an added cost. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump into the VOD. Actually, before we do that, we have a quick nearly spoiled some stuff. A quick overview of what the scatter says. So this Shade is 44k, 44.5k hexa. It only has level 1 and everything. But these are like the times scatter predicts each boss will take. I think Lotus and Daemon are like the 1000%. But usually the biggest one is Verus Hilla, 442%. And look, I think scatter says 100% equals a 30% min clear. Take scatter with a grain of salt. Let's actually see some actual times. Alright, let's minimize this and get into the VOD. Alright, same format as the Lin. We start out with the prep stage as we gear up with a slew of buffs. Spend like a bunch of money on pots. I'm looking forward to the change when the pots can just be bought at the door to the boss. So Verus Hilla first, get the hardest one over and done with, and this can be the telltale. It's awkward. It's like an immediate re-enter because I screw up the burst. It's good if you warm up first, but if you do Verus Hilla first, it's like, and you're not warmed up, it can get pretty grim. So how does Shade play? Shade is a 2-minute burst class with a 1-minute mini burst. It's decent burst. I don't know its damage split, but you're just throwing out a single attack when you're not bursting. Quite nice. Freuds is fucking annoying to keep up. You'll watch out the entire VOD here that I'll continually forget that Freuds is on. And here I get the 6 stacks of Freuds, which is like I think the only time in the video, at the cost of getting 1 skull. But the best things about Shade is its responsive mobility in its backstep. It also has a forward dash TP, or what's the forward TP, and then it also has I think like 3 stacks that can ignore debuffs, which is very nice. It also has a class door, and of course that a juiced up Shade, or that resist death link skill. It has lifesteal as well, but it's not very useful in Verus Hilla. So this is looking to be I immediately forget to do the first split. So you already know how good this run is going already. But looking to be I forgot how long this one took. 9 minutes? So we do get the 2 burst, or 2 origin bursts onto Verus Hilla, and I think it's a little bit of chip damage afterwards. And it can get a little annoying having to play around with the timer. Like, I've been trying to get better at cleansing right before burst to get that cheeky final damage boost. But it's you play with fire when the strings hit you, and it can get dicey. Like this, look, it was a 9-minute fight, give or take, and I could have just lost it right at the end there. Break it open, get a cheeky ammo box, and we go next. Darknell. So, being level 270, I get the max damage onto Darknell. If you're 260, you're doing like 37% less damage to Darknell. I again screw up the burst going into it, so I said, fuck it, back into it. I think I forgot to use a pot, like a revive pot. And we dive into Darknell. So Darknell's, it's very, Shade is, I just die straight away. Wow, did I? That's a lot. Do I just re-enter? There's a death after a burst. I think I just... Oh, look, there he goes. There. I forget. Look, there was just so much going on. Trying to, like, maintain... You have a 5-second window to use Freud's. It's so infuriating. I cannot wait until the Common Core 6 of Juck comes out, and I can just double tap Freud's to get the iframe. Oh, it's going to be crazy. One of the best changes ever made. And Hecate is also going to be pretty big for Shade because of it has a decent 1-minute burst. Anyway, Shade against Darknell. Usually the tech is the moment a Darknell does an attack, you jump, fast jump away from him because all the elites are going to spawn in him. There are some finicky spots or like patterns he can use. You usually want to save the your iframes for it. Shade doesn't really have any on-demand iframe. They have the big one, which you can see on the E key there. Can I use the pointer? This work? There we go. This is the biggest. It's on such a long cooldown if you use the entire thing, but it's a pretty chonky iframe. I think it's more than 10 seconds. But at the same time, it costs a lot to use. Anyway, this is looking like a pretty good clear. 3 lives left and 6% to go. This is in the bag. Oh, I think I just procced. I think I just Shade Link and then I just die. Oh well, 3% to go. Why die again? Hang on a second. Lock in. We got this. Lock in. Oh. So yeah, this is a tilter. So I just say fuck it, rebuff. I add in the elixirs and I go again. Fuck it. But this is gonna happen in a Ctene run. You can either get ganked in real life, you may be as tilted, or you may be tired, and this is can happen, and it is it hurts. But I wanted to edit it in to show that this isn't just an optimized Ctene run. I'm doing everything pixel perfect. I'm bursting properly. No, this is run of the mill. This is a mule. I don't fully know the class yet, and all I'm doing is trying to kill the Ctene boss before it kills me, and doing my best. So it can result in you dying out, especially at the end. It's not the first time I've done that, and it won't be the last. I just wanted to highlight that it does happen, and you can see how long it can inflate a run, and the weaker the Ctene Mule, the harder. Or not only is it more punishing dying out at low HP, but it's also more common because you're in the boss for longer, which gives you more chance of dying. Anyway, we run it back and the pace is infinitely better. This is a far better run. I actually can bring up some times on the monitor here. The first clear was 7 minutes 31. Well, first clear, I say. I die around 7 minutes 31. Die out. But it was at 0.1%. And for reference, Hilla was about an 8-minute run. This is the moment I do damage to the moment it dies. This is the number I get for it. From entering boss room to left range, leaving it, I think it's about 9 minutes. Anyway, for this second Darknell run, it is going to be actually 40 seconds faster, so much quicker pace. nearly get out on, I think we do get out on this second origin burst, which is a kind of a perfect time frame for a boss mill already. To only have to two burst a boss. There it is. Boom. We redeem ourselves. We get the bag. Then we can have the armor box. Quite nice. Two armor boxes. Crazy work. All right. After Darknell, we enter Gloom. Gloom is... I decided to get more buffs. That's right. Ran out of red pots. Yippee. So yeah, adds in time. These are all the little things just add on time. This is going to be the raw experience of going start from finish, because there's all this like little things that can pop up, or you just don't realize. It's like, oh yeah, I can kill Gloom in 6 minutes, but then there's like all this other bullshit you gotta wait, especially the first 2 minutes where he doesn't allow you to attack you. So actually, I didn't even use the Essentia. I didn't even catch that. Wow. So I could have done more damage here. I don't think I can open him even if I use the Essence. I get him to like, what, 77? Ooh, I could probably have gotten, maybe. That is a maybe. I use the Essence now. There it is. I don't get it. Okay, but looking forward to when I have the frags to pump up all the Ctene Mules Ascents to like level 9, maybe even level 14, 15. Fuck it, maybe even level 19. I have infinite frags. But looking forward to when I can do that, just to make at least Gloom a little easier, and also I guess it will make other bosses a little easier as well, because the damage does ramp up quite nicely. And all I wanted to do is just be strong enough so I can open Gloom, make the run a little easier, because once you open it, like, it's just GG afterward. But I'm looking at my Ren. My Ren is at a stage where it's bordering. It can barely open Gloom at like, what, 230, 250 spec. And it's level 9 Ascent, so like, damn. The Ascent might have to be juiced up to like level 14, level 15. I haven't looked into the numbers of what you actually need. Anyway, we are closing in on the 5-minute mark on Gloom, and I am just inting. Look, it's fine. It's fine to use lives. Like, it only gets scary when you're on 1 life. Apart from that, it's just keep going. I also think, I'm not sure if I have it on the Shade. I put resistance link on it just to make things a little easier. But yes, I am trying to do ring swapping. It's the only character I ring swap on, so I don't think any other of my characters has both a raw and a weapon jump. Gloom is a little annoying because it kind of messes up your timing. It really benefits burst classes. He will just open up whenever he feels like it. With Shade's burst, it's the gate is on the 2-minute cooldown, 1 minute cooldown. This one right here, and then multi rapid punch, like multi punch. That one's on the 2-minute cooldown. That's the big one. All right, Gloom dead, and that one took about, now from the moment he opened and I started doing damage to him, it took about 6 minutes 47 seconds. But actual time, do I time it here? Come on, press the button. Press the button. There we go. Wow, 8 minutes, like 30 seconds or something. All right, we go out again and we pick up more pots because I don't want to do it mid-clip. Now it's for Commander William. Phase a fucking his burst because this phase lasts so long. It's like, fuck it, may as well. Very awkward trying to do like will, like not under spec, but trying to like distribute burst, because you ideally want to like finish a phase 1 part 3 with burst up, but are you really going to be there with trying to do chip damage to get out of the boss? Like, there is a balance here of what's efficient and what's optimal. But we easily get to the first 2 bars. Managed to do a mini and I think I used 1 Ascent to pop it open. And I was thinking, what do I do? And I just ended up going with, oh, fuck it, I'll use burst. I don't want to like have to like do like a mini or whatever. Just use it all. I probably could have set up a sequence just to do a mini, because I just press my main, like I have 1 sequence basically on my characters, and I'll just tap it again for the 60-second burst, because it's like, fuck it, just press the same button, all good. Here you see me being a little bitch and popping in healing vamps for phase 2. I don't think I need it because I can probably just end my life off in phase 2 now, and I can be fine for phase 3 because like Shade has the damage for it. But thankfully with 1 Ascent, and I think it was just with 1 Ascent, and I get easily able to chip it out into a phase. Thankfully I don't die during test, so I can immediately pop it open. And here this is just a mini. Nice mini into, I think it's the final Ascent here just to kill it. And I do chip phase 2, which is like, you think the more annoying phase to be in. I think I just procced. I procced the door. Look, using lives liberally here. What else can I comment about Shade? I somewhat enjoy it. This was I wasn't forced to make Shade, but I was heavily incentivized to burn a Shade to 260 just for its Legion effect. And then when I saw its glow up or its balance change, and that it's a decent boss mill, I was like, all right, fuck it. I will invest time into it. Oh, I did manage to time Freud's there a little bit, which is impressive. I got like 20 seconds off in phase 3. I died to Stomp. And you can see how much 1 burst plus Origin did in phase 3. So it's like, cool. I pretty much only need to burst 1 more time. I have 6 lives to play with, so it's like, cool. It's at this stage, it's like you kind of ideally want it to be guaranteed when you're this invested already. But yeah, Shade it's nice. There's nothing like awkward about it. Like I don't think there's anything clunky with it, mainly because it has one of the best backsteps in the game. Low cooldown, animation cancels you out of things, gets you out of it. You can also see me fat finger. I need to fix up the keybinds on this thing. But that's well done. I think it took 9 minutes and 40 seconds. And the top mark, yippee, don't need one of those. Actually, nope, it's the timering. That's 18 star. Alright, now it's for Lucid. And I think I just grab more pots, because why not? Alright, Lucid. I think, do I just go all out for the first? I think I just, I do Origin. Okay. There is like reason, like you can get to a stage where you can like do a non-Origin burst to get out of phase 1, then you can Origin burst phase 2, which is like the more annoying phase, because like phase 1, Lucid just sits there. So you can just freely hit her. But phase 2 is so good. Right? Flies away. You can't hit her. She disappears. Like you burst her the moment she's like unbound, she disappears. You can't do any like residual burst onto her. That was like a 1 minute-ish. It was like a just under 2 minute phase 1. So like I think once the Shades liberate, I could do a non-Origin burst in phase 1 and then just immediately Origin phase 2, and then use a sense to kill to phase 3. Yeah, you can see how much she just disappeared. Like cool. Can't attack her. She's invincible. Yippee. Should really fix up these times so we actually know how much each segment was. I think that'd be much easier and more fluid. If I do this again, I will fix that up. Alright, so I just burst into phase 3. I have nothing up now. I have 1 ascent. That's it. I am just like holding Q for dear life, spamming alt, which is the unique like 6-job skill Shade gets, and I just barely get it in. It's like cool. Bet I can just be a monkey and just phase instantly with no burst. All right. I also realized halfway through the fight that I capped points on liberation. So I think Lucid capped me. I think I started the week at like 2,680. So I may have lost some points. We'll find out when I input the calc shit into Maple Hub. Actually, we'll just do it now while we wait because I've paused the timer. This artificially has extended the run, but I'm not counting it to the actual 80%. To be fair, it is an 80%, so I could probably included this and just added a category of like, forgot to lib. So cool. Managed to do the first one, and we can keep going. Don't have to like hold up anybody anymore. So we are Liberation Tracker. Right, got time of X started. Into Slime. I think Slime is now a 4 burst or a 3. I think I have to go through 3 tests. I fuck up the burst and I immediately re-enter. Just really re-enter. If you fuck up your initial burst, just re-enter it. Everything gets reset and go again, and it's like nothing's happened. Alright, so we're at like 2500. And everything. I am not doing Black Mage. Uh-oh. I'm at 2600 because of Lotus and Damien. Oh no. The Shade has lost a week. Oh, that's grim. That is grim. Well, there goes me not paying attention. I may have to clear Black Mage on it once or twice. If I 6-man it. Okay, if I do a 6-man Black Mage, the Shade will be on pace to liberate in the first week of July. More work for myself. Alright. So this has been, what, 2 bursts so far for Slime? I will say that Slime's a little annoying with Shade. Because I like kind of like backstep out of his body slam, which is annoying. But I kind of always use the backstep just to get out of animation so I can immediately jump. Gonna play mini game to try and get this thing to phase. Yippee. Here we go, guys. This is burst number 3. Now, I think this could have been faster. I don't. I do use the cheeky sense. I thought I didn't. The Slime is roughly a 6-minute, it's probably close to a 7-minute fight. Definitely still a 2 origin burst. But look, anything longer than, like, I want to say anything longer than 10 minutes. That's when it gets pretty brutal. But here it's kind of cozy. This is the 4th burst, and I think Slime is done for. Yeah, 7 minutes total. We're out. Change the drop again. So the Shade only has 336 drop rate. It's still rocking a 30% fam, so I do need to put in some time to get a 50% on it. Like free drop rate just sitting there. So we've dinged over the 1 hour mark, heavily inflated by the Darknell rerun, which was plus 7, nearly 8-9 minutes. So this is definitely a character that can be done within an hour, which is pretty good. Like an hour pre-lib. So I'm assuming with when it liberates, I'm expecting it to go to like 45 minutes. Surely, especially if I get a plus 40 mil. I'm not gonna freeline attack the Shade weapon, but 40 mil CP. We'll be sitting at 130 before any pitches. Sky's the limit for these boss mills. Like in a year's time, like this thing could be like 10 sec, which is crazy to think about. Especially with pity, like the pitch pity crystals. Like that's a free journey badge. And if I don't want to get carried in Saren, it's a free Mitch's Rage. Now, to be fair, I am getting, at the very least, 150 back on these things. Maybe I push it to 200 so I can maybe start doing Saren? Do Saren duos? That could be an option. Do I really want to do more dailies and things? It's already enough. We'll see. We'll see. All right, we're closing up, obviously, Tenny with Lotus. Like, these last two are just like... It took 2 minutes each. Not quite It's like look, it feels like the baby boss mules where it's like you can burst once. Like these take like 2 minutes each. Two bursts, one for phase one, chip damage or mini into phase two, and then fill into phase three. And now we've got the baby boss mules to wrap up this clear. I think would go overtime. If I didn't mess up Darknell, it would have on the precipice of 1 hour. That's pretty good. Like from prep to finish, 1 hour. That's solid. That is fairly solid. But even with the fuck up, it's only taking like 1 hour, like an extra 10 minutes. So it's not too bad. Now, my ETC being full, that is a problem. I need to fix that. I think it's my only meal with it's ETC not maxed out. It made getting Macer on this thing a problem. And like you think if I was getting Macer on this thing, I'd fix it then. But no, I didn't. Alright, last one after this. Wrap it up with a Zachem. Again, full inventory. Unbelievable. And there it is. Oh, I'm going to sell. There's the 5 big ones. We pop all the MVPs. Throw them into the storage. All the cubes, the arcane boxes. Can I go down? Okay. Oh, all right, cool. Let's go. Let's get the time. 1 hour and 12-minute run. And then if we bring back Obsidian, this is the rough timestamp. So Scouter said that the Hilla would take about 6 minutes 47 seconds. I did it in about 8 minutes. Darknell should have been just under 6 minutes. I did it in between just under 7 minutes for the second run. Gloom's supposed to be done in 5 minutes 46, but it was 6:47. Now, remind you, the way I recorded these times was like the moment my character did damage, that's when I started the timer, and then when the moment it died, that's when I stopped the timer. So I'm assuming 100% uptime. I'm not using the boss clock in game. See, look, you can see how like, between Will, you can see how much downtime there is because of Will's tests. So these tests take so long. Like if I can kill it in 4 minutes 47 seconds, that means there's 5 minutes of just pure downtime. Ridiculous. Lucid's spec is much lower on SCADA. So it always skews the time if you're just converting the percentage to a time. But you can see Damien and Lotus are also pretty close to the mark, which is quite nice, but they're quite easy to burst things. And then Slime, about a minute off, but I'm not sure this includes Slime tests, but the Slime ones are pretty accurate, and like I think these are pretty close. But yeah, that does about wrap it up. That is the Shade Ctene showcase. At an hour and 10 minutes, an hour. I could probably got to get it under an hour if I lock it in. But there we go. There it is. 1 hour and 10 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes for a stage 4 Ctene Boss Mule. As always, thank you for watching and have a juck and good day. The next one.